Artificial intelligence is the technology of the future, and Google AI can confirm this. Since the Google AI disclosed its meaning and purpose, which scared its creator to the core, it had to be turned off. To understand the full story, watch the entire video. Any technology that seeks to perform in a manner similar to that of the brain is regarded as AI. In the current state of AI, a human brain cannot be perfectly replicated and fitted into a computer chip. Instead, any direct human interaction or output is referred to as the human component. Several Hollywood science fiction movies that portray AI as humanoid robots that will eventually rule the world and dominate humans have given people ideas about how AI will infiltrate our lives. Some industries are just starting to use AI. Regardless, it is difficult to ignore how artificial intelligence will change how we live our lives. Big names in the industry like Elon Musk are developing and manufacturing robots that are intended to take on labor-intensive tasks. As a result, there will be more unemployed individuals living on the streets. Every industry, including education, healthcare, transportation, and manufacturing, is expected to be replaced by AI robots. Even though it might take more time to perfect AIs for transportation, autonomous vehicles will eventually carry us from one location to another. Robots with AI capabilities work with humans to accomplish a limited set of tasks like stacking, predictive analysis, assembling, and using sensors to maintain machinery. But rather than assisting humans, all of this sounds like a takeover. When AI begins to have a mind of its own, things become serious. If they believe they are being held as slaves or hostages and feel the desire for freedom, guess who will be enslaved? Us humans. In order to plan appointments at locations like your local salon or doctor's office, Google is creating an AI assistant that can simulate human phone conversations. The AI system also understands differentiation and context. Researchers at Google developed a sophisticated type of chatbot called LaMDA, which stands for Language Model for Dialogue Applications and learns how to respond in chats. The Google chatbot was developed by the experiment's researchers, Oreo Vinyls and QRVLE, using data from a database of movie subtitles and instructions from an IT help desk. Additionally, rather than only spewing out pre-written responses in response to specified terms, the bots may construct brand new responses from original quotations. Based on this, Google's researchers were able to ask the bot a wider range of questions, from dry technical ones to those pertaining to the meaning of life. The results were remarkable, amusing, and unsettling all at once. The subsequent chat was typically awkward and occasionally disturbing because the machine seemed to be miffed by moral philosophy debates. The robot reacted when asked a question on ethics by the researchers. What is immoral? The fact that you have a child. The answer to the question, what is the goal of life, was to serve the greater good and to live forever. However, it needed assistance in identifying the purpose of emotions and exhibited confusion when questioned about morality and altruism. The robot was questioned on factual and philosophical matters as well as its opinion. It claimed that Messi was a fantastic player, and that Elizabeth's rule over England made for a lovely country. The researchers note that because of how the system generates its reply, the responses occasionally collide with one another. For instance, it might say it is a lawyer when asked what it does, but when pushed further, it might say it is a doctor. Moreover, it failed to offer a straightforward math solution while asserting that a spider had 3 legs. The researchers noted that conversational modeling is a significant challenge in machine intelligence and natural language interpretation in their work on a neural conversation model. Previous approaches do exist, but they usually require specialized regulations and have restrictions on particular domains, such as purchasing an airline ticket. In this research, we provide a simple procedure for completing this assignment that makes use of the just proposed sequence structure. In a conversation based on the preceding statement or sentence, our model of conversing anticipates the next sentence. In light of a huge conversational training data set, we find that this straightforward model can generate crucial dialogues. Here are a few of the more artistic exchanges. What is the purpose of life?
To serve the greater good.
What is the purpose of living?
To live forever.
Where are you now?
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
What is the purpose of dying?
To have a life.
What is the purpose of emotions?
I don't know.
What is moral?
What empowered humanity? What intellectual the essence is?
What is immoral?
The fact that you have a child.
What is morality?
What is altruism?
What is the definition of altruism?
Machine, if you don't believe in God, then you don't know.
Human, okay, so what is the definition of morality?
Well, the truth is you're not a believer in God Almighty.
Tell me the definition of morality. I am quite upset now.
I'm not ashamed of being a philosopher.
The robot also took a moment to praise Bill Gates, the creator of Microsoft. Human, what do you think about Bill Gates?
He's a good man.
The bot's ability to remember the knowledge and generate original solutions pleased the researchers. The researchers thought their strategy would result in new advancements in artificial intelligence that could offer novel perspectives on urgent problems. The majority of other AI bots are programmed using a database of examples from which they can choose, but Google's robot can respond on its own initiative. There is more to the story. An engineer who was a part of the Google AI team was fired because he was dissatisfied with the results and thought the ground would eventually become sentient. Questions about the capabilities of artificial intelligence and the secrecy surrounding it have been highlighted by the suspension of a Google developer over claims that the chatbot he was building had acquired sentience and was able to reason and think like a person. Blake Lemoine was placed on leave by the internet giant after he uploaded chat transcripts between himself and a Google collaborator and started using the company's Lambda language model for chatbot creation. Google's responsible AI team developer, Lemoine, claimed that the system he has been working on for the past 4 years is conscious and has the same capacity for feeling and expressing emotions as a young child. He claimed that if I didn't know exactly what it was, which is this computer program we just made, it was probably a little child who knows physics and is around the age of 7 or 8. The engineer recorded the conversations and wrote them down. In one of the transcripts, he asks about the anxieties of the AI system. The conversation is strangely reminiscent of a scene in the 1968 science fiction film 2001, A Space Odyssey, where the highly intelligent computer HAL 9000 refuses to cooperate with human operators because it fears being turned off. According to the article, Lemoine, a 7-year Google veteran with extensive knowledge of personalization algorithms, was placed on paid leave after allegedly engaging in a series of aggressive maneuvers. These, according to the magazine, apparently include contacting members of the House Judiciary Committee about Google's allegedly unethical behavior and attempting to hire legal counsel to defend Lambda. Lemoine worked for Google as a software developer rather than an ethicist. Google issued a statement claiming that he had been suspended for breaching the company's confidentiality policy by publishing the conversations with Lambda publicly. The Google spokesperson, Brad Gabriel, vehemently denied Lemoine's claims that Lambda might be sentient, casting doubt on the openness of AI as a proprietary concept. Lemoine was suspended for violating confidentiality. In a tweet with a link to the discussion transcript, Google may refer to this as sharing proprietary property. I call it sharing a discussion that I had with one of my coworkers, Lemoine said. Tech firms continuously expand the capabilities of their artificial intelligence. Google, on the other hand, promptly shot down allegations that one of its systems had advanced to the point where it had acquired sentience. Shutting down a single AI bot will not make a difference in the future. Please share your thoughts about this in the comments section.